So how do you feel? The audience?
It was amazing. I mean, to look out at the 7,000 people and people dressed up like turtles, like, it was unbelievable. It really was.
And now when we last talked, you weren't there yet. You weren't completed. What are the final steps that you took?
I think this movie will not be completed till it's actually in theaters. We're practically there, but there are still a couple things that we're still tweaking.
What about you?
What's
the challenge of this? What, you're putting it together now. That must
it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect.
After we're talking all these years, what are you most excited about bringing the fans of this new version of the Turtles?
I mean, the technology for us was huge. To be able to use the motion capture technology and have these actors perform and then put the Turtles on top of their performances and have them do things that no one could ever do without the motion capture and the CG has been amazing.
A lot of the same. I mean, it's been a great learning experience for us to make the movie and deal with the ILM and that level of CG, and it's been fantastic.
I can't wait to see it. And I know we're going to see it soon.
We're going to love this movie. This movie is so fun.
How do you feel? You're getting to the home stretch. What's going through your head right now? Tell me a little bit about the new movie. Like how
it's a lot of thoughts, as you were saying. No, I think what's cool is showing it to the audience for the first time was incredible, because Comic-Con, seriously, you know this, is like the most appreciative audience. And even when Karai comes up with these smaller characters that, you know, mainstream people may not know, the audience responds. And you've been working on this thing for 2.5 years, and it just feels so good to be appreciated and have the footage be appreciated. And what else is going through my head is, after today, I go tonight up to Santa Monica, and I'm 2 hours away from finishing the movie. So it's like a 2.5-year journey comes to an end this evening.
Oh my God.
Every time I say that, there's one more change and then another day, but I don't think there's time anymore.
What were you most surprised that the audience responded to? Like, was it the humor? Were you excited about?
Well, I think I was excited that the humor works, because in animation, once you've animated those characters, you're kind of like locked in stone and you can't really change it. So if it doesn't work, you're in sort of deep trouble, you know. So it was great that the humor was working. That's the most important aspect to me of the movie.
Now, did they get to see anything that, because I saw, I think, the same footage last week, right?
I think they showed some shots. There was a montage at the end where you saw Shredder and Splinter fight.
Ah, no fair.
Yeah, the stuff you were asking for. See, I took your notes and I was like, he was right. We should show some of that.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Well, so where are we going in the future? Are you going to bring us another one, you think?
Listen, I would love to, but I think it's up to people and the studio. You know, I want to.
Did you see the footage in Hall H just now? Okay.
Well, I saw last week.
You got private.
I got private. It was amazing.
Okay.
And you look awesome.
Thank you.
Can you talk about taking on the role and becoming April?
Yeah, I mean, I was a fan as a kid. I've talked about that a lot, and we weren't sure who April was going to be in the beginning and which manifestation she was, how we were going to play her, how old she would be, what was her job, what's her relationship to the Turtles, and in this incarnation, she is sort of closely tied in a familial way with them, which is interesting and fun. And you're going to see that sort of banter. And in some of the movies, she had sort of like a special relationship with Raphael, and in this one, it's definitely with Mikey. I don't know if they did that because I love Mikey and it was like a favor to me, but I was really excited and humbled, and I think it turned out really good. So I'm hyped.
Nice. A quick question for you.
Yes.
So you're at Comic-Con.
Yes.
People, when they're here, they like say, I'm a nerd, I've always been a nerd.
Right.
People might not assume you've always been a nerd.
Right.
Is that the case?
Yeah, I feel like it. I feel like I've always been an outcast and a loner. I guess a loner is the right word. I'm not a social butterfly. I don't have a lot of friends. I definitely didn't have friends in high school or middle school. I've always sort of felt like the odd person out and like I don't belong here. And so, if I could like put on a t-shirt and walk the floor and be in the convention, I really would like to do that, because I feel like this is a perfect place for people to come who necessarily don't feel like they fit in to the traditional idea of like what is cool. Although Comic-Con is becoming super mainstream and people might like be like, oh, it's lame to go to Comic-Con now because everybody loves it. So I don't know, it's losing its underground coolness.